So today we are going to discuss about the crystal planes and interplanar distances. We know the different types of the planes: 100 plane, 110 plane, 111 plane. In the previous lecture, we has been discussed. So, crystal planes and interplanar distances. It is easy to calculate the perpendicular distance geometrically between two adjacent 100, 110 and 111 planes, for which the notations are D100. So what is the meaning of this D100? D100 means the distance between the two 100 plane. The distance between the two 100 plane. Okay. Distance between the two 100 plane. It is just like the distance between the two rooms at our home. Okay. So in a crystal, such 100 planes are present. Many planes such are. Similarly, D100, D110, distance between the two 110 plane, and D11, D111, for all the three types of the cubic lattices. Three types means simple cube, face centered cube, body centered cube. We can determine such interplanar distances. Okay. So the ratio of the spacings of the three types of the lattice planes, 100, 110 and 111, can be calculated geometrically and found to be as follows. This ratio can be calculated. Later on, I would like to show that ratio. 1 minute, it is given here. See here. Simple cubic or primitive cubic lattice. The distance between the plane and that ratio, D100 as to D110 as to D111. It is A as to A by A divided by root 2 as to A divided by root 3. So actually it is 1 as to 1 by 1 divided by root 2 as to 1 divided by root 3. And if we calculate this, it is 1 as to 0.707 as to 0.577. This is for the simple cube. So let us going to calculate this, how these values are obtained here. How this ratio is obtained here. So I would like to show to you by performing some geometric operations. We can calculate this ratio. So let us go into this to calculate the ratio. Now for simple cube, primitive cube, okay, we have taken the example of the simple cube. We know that in a simple cube, there are only corner atoms are present. Okay, only at the corner the atoms are there. So now on the screen, the simple cube is shown here, and 100 plane is also shown here. And we want to see the distance between the two 100 planes. So you can see the figure here. It is a cube, the three axes, X, Y, and Z axis. Okay. Now the plane IJKL, it is 100 plane. The plane IJKL, it is 100 plane. Why it is 100 plane? IJKL, it is the plane IJKL, it is a 100 plane. So this plane is called as 100 plane because it is intersecting along the x-axis but parallel to the y and z axis. You can see this plane, it is parallel to the y-axis, parallel to the z-axis. So it will be intersect at infinity along the y and z axis. So Wiss indices are one, infinity, infinity, and if we are taking their ratio, it is 1 as to 1 upon infinity reciprocal to find out the Miller indices. So the Miller indices are 1, 0, 0. Hence, the plane is called as 1, 0, 0 plane. So IJKL, it is a 1, 0, 0 plane. Similarly, EFGH, it is also 1, 0, 0 plane. Plane EFGH, plane EFGH, it is a 1, 0, 0 plane. Okay. So it is also called as 1, 0, 0 plane. And we want to find out here the interplanar distance. That means distance between the two planes. Distance between the two planes. Now, in this simple cube, this distance CG, GK, this is the one cube here and this is the another cube here. Okay, this is the one unit cell and this is the another unit cell. So this is A here, this is also A, because in the unit cell, it is same everywhere. Okay, this, it is same everywhere. CD, it is A. Okay, so we can say that A S to B S to C. So in this case, it is A S to A S to A, same everywhere. Now you can see here another plane, IJKL. So the distance between these two planes, actually these two planes are parallel planes. So this distance GK, it is also A here. If it is CG is A, always this will becomes equal to A here. So what is the distance between these two planes? The distance between the two planes, it is equal to A here. Okay. So distance between the, so we can write here D100, it is equal to A here. Okay. So the plane EFGH and IJKL are intercepting the x-axis but are parallel to the y and z axis. Therefore, they are the planes of the type 1s to 0s to 0. The distance between these two planes, 1, 0, 0 plane is a here. This diagram clear cut shows this distance, it is A. Okay, it is A here, which is the length of the cube also. What is A here? This is the length of the cube. Okay, this is also called as the length of the cube, and that is D100, it is equal to A. So we find out here D100, it is equal to A. Let us see now next plane, distance between two 110 planes. Distance between two 110 planes. Okay, distance between two 110 planes. You can see here. I think someone is sleeping. Okay, so this is not correct. See now here, distance between the two 110 plane. Distance between the two 110 planes. Okay. Now, 110 plane means the plane which intersects on x-axis as well as y-axis. So you can see here the plane ABCD, which is intersect along the y-axis as well as along the x-axis here. Okay, this plane which intercept along the x-axis as well as y-axis, but this plane, it is parallel to the z-axis. It will be parallel to the z-axis. Only it is intersects along the x and y axis but parallel to the z axis, or you can say that this plane is parallel to the z axis. Okay, now we want to calculate the distance between these two planes, this and this. Okay, distance between these two planes. So we have to understand some geometrical arrangement here. Okay, and we want to find out that distance. So in the above figure, plane ABCD, this, and EFGH, EFGH are parallel to each other. So these are the two parallel planes. This is for this cube and this is for this cube. Okay. And we want to calculate the distance between these two planes. They are two diagonal planes of two cubes. This plane, it is actually called as a diagonal plane. This is diagonal. Okay, you can see this is a diagonal, this is a diagonal. So these planes are called as a diagonal planes. These planes are called as a diagonal planes. Okay, so you can see that here. Therefore, they are the planes of the type 110 because they are going to be intercept along the x and y axis, but parallel to the z axis here. They are supposed to be parallel to the z axis, but intercept along the x and y axis. Hence, that plane it is called as a 110 plane. To find out the interplanar distance now, draw a perpendicular from point K. See now this point K. And we have to draw the perpendicular from point K meeting the two different parallel planes. Okay, see here. Meeting the two different parallel planes. This is one parallel plane and this is another parallel plane. Okay, drawing the perpendicular here from this. Drawing the perpendicular from point K, this point K, and meeting the two parallel planes. Okay, different parallel planes at M and F. Let us see here where is M and F. Sorry, H and F, not M here. Or we can take this is M, whatever. This is M here. At M and F. The distance MF. The distance MF. This. 1 minute. The distance MF. Okay. This distance MF. It is called as interplanar distance. This. The diagram shows that the distance MF means from this point to this point. That is the distance between the two planes. Distance between the two parallel planes, 110 planes. Now in this figure, BKCF, this BKCF, let us see what is BKCF. This BKCF is a square. Okay, so let us write here BKCF, it is a square. Is a square here. This BKCF, it is a square here. You can say this is a square. Okay, now this is A. This is A here. This is also supposed to be in the square, all sides are same. This is A. Now this diagonal BC, it is equal to. How to find out this diagonal BC? Let us see here. So BK equal to KC equal to CF equal to BF. You can see here. BK equal to KC equal to CF equal to BF, because it is a square, so it is same, and that is equal to A here. That is equal to A. That is the length of the cube. That is the length of the cube. That is equal to A here. See, BC and KF are the two diagonals bisecting each other at M, at right angles. BC and KF. You can see some geometrical understanding is required to us here. 1 minute. Some geometrical understanding is required to us to explain this. BC, this, and this KF are the two diagonals. Diagonals of the squares and bisecting at the point M here. Means this is half distance and this is half distance. So if we find out Km here, then we can equal to that Km equal to MF. Okay. If we find out this Km, this is Km, then this Km it is equal to MF here. That becomes very the same. Now we know this is A, this is A. Okay. So what is about this BC? That is the diagonal. So let us going to be find out that. So MF it is equal to KF upon 2. That is right. MF, what is MF? MF it is equal to this KF upon 2. And we want to find out this MF here. We want to find out this MF here. Okay, so the distance MF is interplanar distance. Okay, this distance MF, it is called as a interplanar distance. Consider the right angle triangle KCF. Consider the right angle triangle KCF here. Where is KCF? KCF. See here. This is the right angle triangle. According to the Pythagoras theorem, we can say that KF square it is equal to, according to the Pythagoras theorem, that is KF square it is equal to, let us write here, KF square it is equal to KC square plus CF square. Okay, now we know that KC it is equal to A, so it is A square. CF it is also equal to A, so it is A square, so it is equal to twice A square. So KF square it is equal to twice A square. That means KF it is equal to A into root 2. Okay, taking the square root of this, it is A into root 2. Now, what is interplanar distance? MF is the interplanar distance. We find out here KF, this diagonal of the square. KF it is equal to A into root 2 here. You can see this is A into root 2. Okay. So what is MF here? MF it is the half to that of the KF. We know that MF it is equal to KF by 2. Okay. So KF it is equal to A into root 2 divided by 2. So it is root 2 divided by 2. So at the denominator there is a root 2. So MF it is equal to A upon root 2. The interplanar distance, that is D100, it is equal to A upon root 2. D100, it is equal to A upon root 2. Okay, so try to understand this. Previously we find out D100, it is equal to A. That is very simple. There is no geometrical arrangement we have to done. But in this case, we have to done some geometrical arrangement. So MF is the interplanar distance here. So to find out the MF, first of all, we have to consider this square BKCF. And in that square, KF, it is the diagonal. So MF, it is equal to KF upon 2. MF, it is equal to KF upon 2. And by applying the Pythagoras theorem, KF square, it is equal to KC square plus CF square. So it is twice A square. So KF it is equal to A into root 2. And as MF it is equal to KF upon 2. So A into root 2 divided by 2 here. So root 2 divided by 2, it is A into root 2. Okay. How this is root 2 divided by 2. So it is equal to root 2 divided by, this is root 2 into root 2. So 1 root 2 get cancelled. Okay. So it is A upon root 2, final answer. So in this way, we find out the distance between 1, 1, 0 plane. That is second plane here. Okay. Now let us see. See here. You can see MF it is equal to KF upon 2, A upon root 2 here. Distance between two successive planes of 1, 1, 0 type in a simple cubic lattice, it is A upon root 2. So that is D100, it is equal to A upon root 2. By performing this whole process, finally we are getting D110, it is equal to A upon root 2. Now let us proceed further for D111. Distance between the two 111 planes. Distance between the two 111 planes. Now it is quite difficult. Distance between the two 111 planes, that is D111, we want to find out. Now see, this is the diagram which is given here. In a one cube, this plane, it is called as a 111 plane. Okay, this plane, this is a triangle because it will intercept along the 3 axes. Okay, it will be intercept along the, see here, intercept along the x axis, intercept along the, this is the z axis here, intercept along the y-axis here. Okay, so this plane will be intersecting along the 3-axis. It will cut along the 3-axis. Similarly, here you can see these two planes are parallel planes. Okay, these two planes are parallel planes. Now we want to find out the distance between these two planes. Let us see how it becomes. The plane ABC and GED. Let us see, where is ABC? This is ABC. And GED, this is another plane, GED. Intercept all the 3-axis, X, Y, Z. In case of the 111 plane, it will be intercept all the 3-axis. Therefore, they are the planes of the type 1111. That's why we are called them 111 plane. Okay. The interplanar distance between the two successive 111 planes can be calculated. Let us see how they can be calculated here. In this figure, join OH. Now, where is OH here? This is O and this is H. So, join this OH first. Okay, join OH here from O to H. Since the system is a cubic one, okay, OH, okay, and whole system is a cube here. Whole system is a cube here. There are supposed to be 8 corners, 6 faces, 12 edges. Okay, so this is a cube here, and this OH, it is called as, okay, OH cuts the plane ABC. This OH cut the plane ABC from, it is passing through the ABC plane, you can see here, and GED also, it will cut the GED also. As we move from this point O to point H, it will cut the plane ABC as well as the plane GED. Okay, so this understanding is important here, which are parallel to each other. These two planes are parallel to each other. You can see the diagram. At equal distances at point P and point Q. See, this point P and this point Q. Okay, this is the distance between the two planes. You can see equal distances at the point P and point Q, and these two planes are parallel to each other. Okay, these two planes are parallel to each other. Okay, equal distances here. It means that this distance OP, this distance PQ, and this distance that is QH are same. As we move from point O to point H, OP, it is equal to PQ, it is equal to QH. Okay, see here, OH, it is equal to OP plus PQ plus QH, I think. So if we calculate any one, actually we want to find out the interplanar distance PQ, this. So how we can find out now? Let us see. So therefore we can write here OP equal to PQ equal to QH. Okay, OP equal to PQ equal to QH. It means this OH is divided into the 3 parts. Okay, so let us see now. Now consider a right angle triangle OCD. Then according to the Pythagoras theorem, right angle triangle OCD, 1 minute, OC, this C and D, right angle triangle OCD. Let us do this. Okay. To find out the interplanar distance PQ, we want to find out the interplanar distance. Consider the right angle triangle OCD here. Okay, this O, C and D. Therefore, we can find out here OD square equal to, you can see in the diagram, OD square, it is equal to OC square plus CD square. OC square plus CD square. See here. So what is OC? Once again, it is a cube. All the sides are same. So it is A square. This is also CD. It is also same. So it is also A square. So it is equal to twice A square. So OD square, it is equal to twice A square. It means that OD it is equal to this OD, this diagonal, OD it is a diagonal here. This OD it is equal to A into root 2. So we are getting this A into root 2. Okay. So the distance from O to D, it is A into root 2. Now let us consider the another right angle triangle. And that another right angle triangle, it is ODH. Okay. This is also right angle triangle. You can see the diagram. Diagrammatical understanding is very important here, because we want to find out this distance OH, how much this is from this point to this point H, how much this distance. So to find out this distance, now we first find out this OD, that is this you can call, this is a face diagonal. OD it is a face diagonal, and this is OH, it is a body diagonal, this from this point to this point. Okay, so this right angle triangle ODH or OHD, right angle triangle, see here OHD, this is the right angle triangle here. So in this right angle triangle, we can write here according to the Pythagoras theorem, OH square it is equal to OH square it is equal to OD square plus DH square, OD square plus DH square. Okay, now let us see OD square. We find out this is twice A square, put that value, twice A square. What is DH? You can say DH it is equal to A here. This is the length of the this is the edge of the cube, so this is A, that is A square. DH square it is equal to, so it is thrice A square. Okay, twice A square plus, so OH square it is equal to thrice A square. So OH it is equal to A into root 3. A into root 3. This is A into root 3 now. From this point to this point. Okay. This is A into root 3. Okay. This is A into root 3 here, this distance. So as OH it is equal to A into root 3. As OH it is equal to A into root 3. We want to calculate PQ here, and we know that OP equal to PQ equal to QH. Okay, so this PQ it is equal to, this is totally 1/3. Okay, so we can write here PQ it is equal to OH by 3. It is equal to OH divided by 3, because this is 1/3 distance. This is one part, OP, PQ and QH. Okay, divided in the 3 equal parts. So now we want to find out PQ. PQ is the interplanar distance here. So PQ equal to OH upon 3. We want to find out that PQ equal to OH upon 3. So this is equal to, therefore PQ it is equal to OH, it is A into root 3. Now it is divided by 3. So it is equal to A upon root 3. Okay. So in this way we are getting here the interplanar distance. Okay. We are getting here the interplanar distance. Now after getting the interplanar distance, we want to calculate the ratio of that. See here on the screen it is given OD. First of all we find out OD here. Once again you can check this. Okay. See, we find out here OD here. Okay. So OD it is equal to A into root 3. Then we find out OH here. OH it is equal to A into root 3. And this PQ, you can see OP equal to PQ equal to QH. So QH, PQ it is equal to OH upon 3. So A into root 3 divided by 3. So you can see here, according to this OH square, so we find out here A upon root 3. This gives interplanar distance between any successive 111 type of the planes in a simple cubic lattice. The distance between the two 111 plane, it is equal to A upon root 3. So thus the interplanar distance of 100 110 and 111 planes of simple cubic lattice are in the ratio of. So what is that ratio? Because we want to find out that ratio here. Which ratio? This. In a simple cube. In a simple cube or primitive cube. It is a primitive cube also. So in a simple cube, this ratio now D100 S2 D110 S2 D111, these three planes. Now D100 it is A, we find out that. Then D110 it is A upon root 2, we know that. And D111 this is A upon root 3. Okay, A upon root 3. So this ratio it is 1:1 1 upon root 2 because A is common here. S2 1 upon root 3. So that values are given here. 1:2, I think this is 0.707, and this value it is also given. So you can see that ratio here 0.577. It is equal to 0.577. Okay, see here 1 upon root 3 it is equal to 0.577. So in this way we can find out the distance, interplanar distances between the planes here. So you can see here simple cubic or primitive cubic cell, this distance it is equal to, this ratio it is equal to A/2 A upon root 2 S2 A upon root 3, it is equal to 1:1 1 upon root 2 S2 1 upon root 3, it is equal to 1:2 0.707 S2 0.577. So in this way we find out here the interplanar distances between the planes. So you should be understand what is a 100 plane, what is a 110 plane, and what is a 111 plane. Then you can understand about this. Okay. So this is about the interplanar distances in a simple cubic lattice.